This is Plant-Based Briefing, Inside the Meat Industry's Backlash to EAT-Lancet by Meghann Cant at funalytics.org. And I'm Marian Erickson, host of this curated content plant-based podcast, where I narrate articles on plant-based health and nutrition, vegan and compassionate living, with permission in about 10 minutes or less every weekday, and I'm pleased to have permission from Funalytics to share their content. They summarize a lot of current studies and they give tips to activists for how to use the information. So now let's get to today's plant-based briefing. Inside the Meat Industry's Backlash to EAT-Lancet. Summary by Meghann Cant. Original study by Changing Markets Foundation from funalytics.org. The meat industry orchestrated a coordinated online campaign to discredit the landmark 2019 EAT-Lancet planetary health diet. In January 2019, the nonprofit organization EAT Foundation and the medical journal The Lancet published one of the most influential academic studies ever released, the EAT-Lancet report, linked here. The report outlined a planetary health diet designed to balance human nutrition and ecological sustainability for a global population of 10 billion people. It recommended that globally we double our consumption of healthy foods like fruits, vegetables, legumes, and nuts, while more than halving our intake of sugar and red meat, particularly in the global north where animal products are overconsumed. The report's potential to drive regulation and societal change posed a major threat to the meat and dairy industries, which led to a significant and coordinated online backlash. This backlash marked a pivotal moment, entangling dietary change in a culture war. In partnership with Ripple Research, the Changing Markets Foundation analyzed the backlash, mapping the network of industry-friendly scientists, doctors, and journalists who work to discredit the EAT-Lancet report's findings. The analysis is based on Twitter, now X, posts from 3 time periods: June 2018 to April 2019, June 2022 to July 2023, and June 2024 to May 2025. This allowed the researchers to cover the months before and after the report's launch, as well as monitor more recent developments. They captured posts critical of the EAT-Lancet report using keywords and specific hashtags like Yes to Meat and Climate Food Facts. The team also analyzed leaked documents and materials obtained through Freedom of Information requests to reveal the industry's behind-the-scenes coordination. A tightly coordinated network. The investigation found that the online backlash was driven by a small but highly committed group of misinfluencers, individuals who spread misinformation and disinformation. The top 100 misinfluencers were responsible for over 90% of the total engagement, while the top 20 alone accounted for 69%. There were clear signs of a coordinated campaign. Within the top 100 accounts, the researchers identified a core network of 33 misinfluencers who consistently tagged each other, shared one another's content using similar wording, and timed their posts to amplify the messaging, creating peaks of activity. Over 60% of the links shared within this network were to articles written by people within that same network. This group was composed of 3 main categories: scientists and academics. These individuals often presented industry-friendly narratives as independent science. Pro-industry scientist Frederic Leroy was the 4th most influential person overall and the most central figure in the network, while Frank Mitloehner of the industry-funded UC Davis Clarity and Leadership for Environmental Awareness and Research Center ranked 6th. Doctors and health influencers. These individuals had significant engagement, playing a key role in driving the backlash. The top influencer was pro-meat doctor Sean Baker, followed by Ken Berry, a doctor who promotes paleo diets. Berry ranked 3rd. And journalists and authors. Many of these individuals have built careers promoting high meat or keto diets through books and articles. Author of The Big Fat Surprise, Why Butter, Meat, and Cheese Belong in a Healthy Diet, nutritionist Nina Teicholz was the 2nd most influential person overall. Industry-backed campaigns. The backlash converged around 2 main hashtags, Yes to Meat and Climate Food Facts. Hashtag Yes to Meat. This hashtag became the key rallying cry for the official opposition to the EAT-Lancet report. It was first used on January 14, 2019, 3 days before the report's public launch, by Ken Berry and Frederic Leroy. Documents suggest that Frank Mitloehner launched an academic opposition of 40 scientists that coincided with the Yes to Meat campaign, later using the Backlash's remarkable success to fundraise from industry sponsors. The campaign reached 26 million people on Twitter, and critical posts were shared 6 times more frequently than supportive ones. #ClimateFoodFacts. Leaked documents reveal this hashtag was part of a campaign created by the public relations agency Red Flag, likely on behalf of the Animal Agriculture Alliance, an industry lobby group. It was launched on January 9, 2019, to preemptively discredit the EAT-Lancet report by attacking its credibility and greenwashing animal agriculture. The Meat Institute, a major industry trade group and another Red Flag client, also used the hashtag. The campaign featured identical pro-meat messages posted simultaneously by multiple industry-aligned accounts. The current context. The 2019 backlash was just the beginning. The meat industry has since built on its success, continuing to coordinate messaging through events like the 2022 International Summit on the Societal Role of Meat, where the Dublin Declaration of Scientists on the Societal Role of Livestock was launched, and the follow-up summit in 2024, where the Denver Call for Action was issued. While billed as scientific conferences, these events were primarily public relations exercises designed to create industry-friendly narratives and maintain the industry's social license to operate. With the EAT-Lancet 2.0 report having launched in October 2025, the Changing Markets Foundation argues that the online environment is far more hostile. The landscape is now shaped by mainstream conspiracy theories, far-right theories about global elites controlling diets are increasingly common. The manosphere. Meat consumption is tied to masculinity through carnivore and high-protein diets, which are promoted by influential figures like Joe Rogan and Jordan Peterson. Weaker social media moderation. Platforms like X, formerly Twitter, and Meta have rolled back fact-checking and content moderation, allowing misinformation to spread more easily. And artificial intelligence. Generative artificial intelligence can accelerate the spread of disinformation by creating convincing fake content and highly targeted messaging. The meat industry understands the power of online backlash to distract, delay, and derail action that could affect its profits and is prepared to attack again. To counter this, it's urgent for advocates, the media, and policymakers to understand who's behind these social media narratives and what their affiliations are. Without this awareness, we risk losing a significant opportunity to transform our food systems for a healthier and climate-safe future. You just listened to Inside the Meat Industry's Backlash to EAT-Lancet by Meghann Cant at faunalytics.org, and I'm your host, Marian Erickson. Tune in tomorrow for an article about the 2025 updated EAT-Lancet report. And if you're interested in some related episodes, check out a previous Faunalytics episode, 1137, How Instagram Influencers Spread Nutrition Misinformation. And I've done a number of other episodes about the meat industry, disinformation, misinformation. Wherever you listen, if you use the search field, or go to plantbasedbriefing.com episodes and use the search field there and put those terms in and those will come up. So please share this episode with anyone who might benefit, and thanks for listening.